Been a hot run here, especially the last few weeks. I know it's July, it's supposed to be hot here, right? But our temperatures have just been through the roof over the last 2 weeks or so, averaging a high about 107 to 108. When you factor in some of the days are about 112, 113, others in the lower 100s. Today, we did reach triple digits, but as we move over the next few days, we take a break from that before the heat does make a return. We are seeing temperatures cooling off a little bit nicely this evening, down to the 70s, so it feels better outside at the moment. But we did have some storms across the Sierra. You may have noticed a little bit more of that muggy feel if you stepped outside today. And that's because of some of that moisture that's been wrapping around this ridge of high pressure, the same one that's been driving the heat for us recently. That ridge has been pulling up some of that monsoonal moisture that led to those thunderstorms the last couple days over the Sierra. We'll see more storms in place tomorrow, although I think most of the storms will be mainly east of our area. But by 2-3 o'clock along the spine of the Sierra, there'll be a couple of thunderstorms. Best chance will be along and south from Truckee, South Lake Tahoe, point south as you get closer into the central and southern Sierra. Meanwhile, tonight skies are clear, lower 60s, comfortable start to tomorrow, 60s to low 70s in the foothills. I know for many living in the foothills been waiting for those cooler nights because you have really been in the thick of it with those warm nights in place with those lows in the 80s recently. So that's going to feel a nice start to the week here going into your Monday. And then temperatures into the mid-90s. We have the southwest wind in place developing through the day. 92 in Stockton. You head down to Modesto, Turlock as you get further removed from the immediate influence of the Delta. Then your temperature is still running into the upper 90s right now. That's going to be the case the opposite direction too. So you head out toward Chico where temps will be closer to 100. 80s in the Sierra. But overall, not a bad way to kick off this coming week, but there are going to be some changes headed in our direction. And that's because after we get a couple of days with some relief with that Delta breeze, this ridge of high pressure builds back, and this is going to send our temperatures right back up into the triple digits by the time we get toward the latter part of the week into the start of this coming week. So I think one of the cooler days this week is going to be Tuesday. That's when we have a stronger breeze coming right off the Delta. So some spots as you get closer to the Delta, we'll see upper 80s for highs on Tuesday. Sacramento about 92, warmer to the north. 100 returns on Thursday, 104 on Friday, Saturday and Sunday still running into the triple digits. But I'll show you Friday a little bit more as you plan out the end of the week and perhaps your weekend plans next week. Run of the mill of the same, right? Temperature is still running nice and warm for this time of year, although as we get into this next round of warm weather, I can say hot weather at this point, at least we're not looking at record-breaking highs, unlike the last round of heat we've had, right? Temperatures 110 and above. So at least that's a good thing there for the foothills. Temperatures staying into the 90s, although we do expect temps in the foothills to climb into the triple digits as early as Friday. And then the Sierra, but one more day of some thunderstorm activity tomorrow during the afternoon, evening hours. And then we'll start to see that activity really start shifting to the east with more sunshine and dry weather. Temps running into lower and mid 80s through midweek and then up in the high country near 90 as we get into this coming weekend.